All right, everybody, we're going to do a quick unboxing of the new booster packs for Star Wars Unlimited. It is called Legends of the Force. I just got it in the mail today, so it's still got all its stuff on it. I don't play as much as I would like to. I know that the guys pretty much come out every week, but I've had a lot of stuff going on. I wish all the artwork was like this. So let's open this up and see what we got. Obviously, we have 24 packs. Let's see what this has done differently. Last time we had, the pilots that were all different. So now, and we have I forgot his name from the Ahsoka show, which was pretty awful. So I guess make the best of the actual character because he was a good character. I forgot his name too. He actually passed. All right, so we got Anakin Skywalker here as a leader, and you're, and it's weird because I haven't seen a leader like that before. I guess there are some, but I haven't seen it. You're lose your force token. Play a black non-unit card from your hand, ignoring its aspect penalties. If you control 5 or more resources, turn them over. And it's basically the same thing, and he's a 4/6. I'm not sure he's that strong. Huh. All right, so there's, and I'm going to put them out in their colors. We got the Starlight Temple. The Force is with you. Create your Force token. So we have a new thing called Force tokens now. I'm just going to put it like that. We have an N1 Starfighter. It is a 3/2. Medical Frigate. So we got a lot more vehicles in this. You may heal 2 damage from another unit on attack. Wow, that's pretty nasty. Disturbance in the Force. If a friendly unit left play this phase, the Force is with you. Create your Force token. Apparently, you just have one. And you may give a shield token to a unit. So there's that. So, yes, I guess you're just creating a Force token. Night Stalker Warrior. When defeated, draw a card. It's a 2/2 for 2 in blue. Another blue. Defeat a non-leader unit that costs 2 or less. And that isn't a tactic, so it's like an action, I guess. Acolyte of the Beyond. It's a 2. It's a red-black. 2/2. Or 2/3. The Force is with you. Create your Force token. And then what's his face spends it. So I don't know. So I'll put that with red. Relic Scavenger, a 5, and it's a 4/6. It's just as strong as the Anakin character. Oh, the Anakin leader, 4/6. Yeah. Restore 2. And that is a green. And then we have the Magistrate Scout, a restore 2 also. It's a 3 blue, and it's a 2/4. Let's put that over there. Sorceress Blast. Use the Force. Lose your Force token. If you do, deal 3 damage to a unit. Okay. I wonder how that works with like the bounty hunters and stuff like that. They really need a Force unit, a Force token. Play a unit from your hand. It gains hidden for this phase. Give an experience token and a shield token to it. I'm not sure I remember what hidden is. And it's a Rey picture. Now we got Watto. On attack, an opponent chooses 1. to give an experience token to a friendly unit, or you draw a card. And that is blue. Pulio Star Compass. So this is an attachment. Attached to a vehicle unit. When played, search the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal it. If it's for a unit, draw it. That's pretty cool. Oh, Darth Revan's lightsabers. Wow. That's pretty cool. And that's a rare also. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. If attached unit is Sith, it gains grit. So that... No, he's a Jedi. And it adds +2/+2. I like that one. That's a black. And then I got another Anakin Skywalker, except he's a baby Anakin. Hidden. This unit can't be attacked if it was played this phase. Okay. And then shielded. 1/1 for 1. All right. Well, I like the Darth Revan lightsabers. All right. Let's see what we got. The next one. And we have the witches on the front of this one. Oh, and we got the witches for a leader as well. Blue and black. Give a unit -1/-1 this phase. And she only needs 3 to turn over. And she's a 3/7. What? Oh, it costs 5. Okay. She's almost stronger than Anakin. I like that one. Oh, we got that Star Temple again. Long Beam Cruiser. 6/6/6. Restore 1. Charging Phallic. Okay. 4/3/4. It's got ambush and hidden. And that is a gold. We got a Stormtrooper Cavalry in black for 2/6 with grit. I think the artwork is getting better. The artwork in the first thing is bad. So this got a 2/7 with Sentinel. Well, we got one of the whales, I guess. I thought that was always a silly idea, but what do I know? Okay, so we got blue. Where's my blues here? Padawan Starfighter. I think that's old, right? Then we have Starfighter in the last one. Padawan Starfighter in the last one. I think that's old. When played, you may defeat a non-star, non-unique upgrade. So we got a probe droid. And that is red. All right, we got these Praetorian Guards from the movie. And that is a 2/5 with Sentinel. When you control a unit with 4 or more power, this unit gains Sentinel. And it's a green-black. Yeah, this one's from the last one also. I hate when they do that. You're buying new packs, but you're getting old characters. Okay. Purge Trooper. When played, you may deal 2 damage to a force unit. That's a red-black. So put that in red. Our Ataru Assault. Ready a force unit with 4 or more or less power. That's pretty cool. Pelimoto. I don't even know what that's from. Oh, this is the one from Mandalorian. It's a chick from Mandalorian. That's a 1/4. On attack, give an experience token to a friendly vehicle or droid. And she is nothing. She's just a gray. So put her over there. All right, we got Cheyenne Flory. But I do think the artwork is getting better. This one looks very cartoon, like very comic booky. Play a force unit from your hand. It gains ambush for this phase. The next time it would be dealt damage, this phase prevent do damage. Jedi Trials. +0/+0 attachment. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Is it better down here? Attached to a force unit. Attached unit gains on attack. Give an experience token to this unit. Oh, I see. While attached unit has 4 or more upgrades on it, it gains the Jedi trait. That's actually pretty good. Whoever came up with that card is pretty smart. It has at least some, Star Wars themes to it. We have a Tusken Raider. That's my glowy. With Raid 2, when played, each enemy unit loses hidden for this phase. Okay. All right, moving right along. Singing its own. Let's see what's in the next pack. Oh, I got this one again. So we'll just put her in blue right now. Night Sister Lair. When a friendly force unit attacks, the force is with you. Create your force token. And on the back is the force token, which I didn't notice before. But yeah, this is the force token. Okay. And this is blue. Tip the scale. I'm not sure what that's a picture of. I don't know. It's very weird. Look at the opponent's hand and discard a non-unit card from it. I'm not sure how powerful that is. Oh, they actually did Porgs this time. 1/1. I guess you can have as many Porgs. It's literally a 0 cost to put it into play. Nihil Marauder. It is a 1/5 with Raid 3. That's pretty good. We got a Vulpix. Apparently that's from the movie. I guess those crystalline wolves or whatever. And then it's got Hidden. Hidden's a new thing where when it comes out, it can't be attacked or something like that. Okay, so that is this one. Jedi Temple. I really think that's an old card. They put a lot of old cards in here. Ambush and Restore 2. And that is a green. I guess I'll know when I start putting them into the system. Supremacy Tie with Sentinel. And that is a blue. Yeah, for sure. That's a really old card, man. Why are they doing that? When you control, unless they change the bottom portion, when you control a red unit, this unit gains red 2. Or Raid 2, I mean. Point Rain Reclaimer. When played, if you control a Jedi unit, you may give an experience token to this unit. That's very specific. Okay. That's that one there. Secretive Sage, shielded. 2/2 for 2. And that is a blue. Chirrut. Oh, I thought we had him too. Unless he was a leader, I guess. Sentinel. When this unit is attacked, before damage is dealt, you may use the force. Lose your force token. If you do, the attacker gets -2 for this phase. Vene? No clue. I don't know what that's from. 2/4. When played or on attack, you may defeat an experience token on a friendly unit. If you do, give an experience token to a friendly unit. So basically, you can move friendly unit experience tokens around. Stinger Mantis. And that is a 4/6. When played, you may deal 2 damage to an exhausted unit. Okay. Sith Holocron. I think that's an old one too. Wasn't there Sith Holocrons in the other series? It's +1/+1. Attached to a force unit. Attached unit gains on attack. you may deal 2 damage to a friendly unit. If you do, this unit gets +2 for this attack. Okay. Shatterpoint. Choose one. Defeat a non-leader unit with 3 or less remaining HP. Use the force. Lose your force token. If you do, defeat a non-leader unit. Okay, and that's a blue. All right. I think we got a lot of doubles here. I don't know why they're using old cards. It's very strange to me. All right, we got an Obi-Wan from Clone Wars. Lose your force token. Give an experience token to a unit without an experience token. And then he is a 5 for a 3/6, and he's green. Crystal Caves. So they're really going into the movies now. The force is, or the recent movies, the force is with you. Create a force token. So if you're going to use force tokens, you're going to need to use these things, which are only 28. It's not even a 30 life to it. But I guess you're giving that up to gain force tokens, which, again, the force token is an experience token, but some of them have force tokens on the back. Okay, the will of the force. Again, I'm not sure if that's a repeat or not. Return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. You may use the force, lose your force token. If you do, that player discards a random card from their hand. All right, Into the Shadows. We're using the Darth Maul from the movie there. Give an experience token to each of up to 3 friendly units with hidden. Again, but you have to build. You'd have to build your deck around that. Lothcat. So we have we have Porgs and Lothcats now. When defeated, you may exhaust a ground unit. Cartel Interceptor with Raid 2. And here's a character with Hidden. And again, Hidden means this unit can't be attacked if it was played this phase. And then it's a 4/1. Ooh, a 4/1? Well, I guess you have to... Well, at least it'll get an attack, you know? Oh, we got Minox this time. Haven't seen a card with a Minox like ever. 2 and 3. And Overwhelm. When attacking an enemy unit, deal excess damage to the base. But it's only attacking for 2, so I'm not sure how that would happen. Heirloom Lightsaber. So the more lightsabers, the better, I would think. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. If attached to a force unit, it gains Restore 1. 2/2. Ravenous artwork on there is extremely basic. Ravenous Rathtar. That's I got an 8 attack. That's nasty. Thankfully, it's only a 5 to kill it. Give a unit -3/-3 this turn. Or is it +3? +3. Okay. Overpower. Again, I really think some of these are stuff that we've seen. And Overwhelm for this phase. It'd be interesting to see once I open my system up and see what I have. Battle Fury. +3/+3 attachment. That's pretty cool. Attached unit gains on attack. Discard a card from your hand. Interesting. So if you use it, you have to discard cards. I wonder what happens if you can't. Stinger Mantis. I think I had this one already. When played, deal 2 damage. Yes, I did. Oh, I got a Kylo Ren. Interesting. Not a very strong one. A 2/3 with a 2 with Overwhelm. When you play an upgrade on this unit, yeah, you better upgrade him quick. You may use the Force. Lose your Force token. If you do, draw a card. Yoda's lightsaber. Wow. +3/+1. You may use the Force, lose your Force token. If you do, deal 3 damage to a base. That's nasty. Magistrate Scout, restore 2. And it's a 3 with a 2/4. And that is blue. Some of the cards are pretty good. But very weak Kylo Ren there. Morgan Elsbeth. I think that's the same artwork actually from her regular card. Well, they really didn't want to spend any money on this one. Choose a friendly unit that attacks attack this phase. Play a unit from your hand that shares a keyword with the chosen unit. It costs 1 less. And then she is a 5 with 3/6. And she is black. Jedi Temple. So all of these new 28 life locations or bases are all to create Force tokens. And we have a new shield token on the back of it. And that is green. I'll put it this way. Army of the Dead. 6/7/6. Well, that's pretty nasty. Yeah, you get a few of those out. That could be bad. And that is black. Well, this is green. Green, black. Let's just put her in green. Sorcerers of Tund and 6. And attacks for 6. And it comes in shielded. That is nasty. So it's going to get a few hits before it goes away. It's worse. If this is a trick. Defeat a non-leader unit. And it costs 7. Ouch. That's expensive. Just to defeat a unit. And that's a general 1. Corrupted Saber. That's pretty nasty. +2/+1. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. If attached unit is Force unit, it gains on attack. The defender gets -2. I like that. Cure wounds. Use the Force. Lose your Force token. Heal 6 damage. And it only costs 1 to do that. Yes, you're using your Force token, but Jesus. But if you have a location that gives you 1, it's not that big a deal. Healing 6 is a lot. Acolyte of the Beyond. The Force is with you. Create a Force token. So she creates a Force token also. And that is a red. So we have some Ewoks on this one. Village Tender. It's hidden and restore 1. And it only costs 1 to give you restore 1. Wow, some of these things are a little bit broken. Drain Essence. Deal 2 damage to unit. Create a Force token. That's pretty good. You deal 2 damage and you create a Force token. And that's blue. Now, I know we've had Wampas before. See how they just keep reusing old cards? That's bull, man. 4 for 4/5 and Overwhelm. Blockade Runner. I'm pretty sure we had that one too. 4/4 Saboteur. And when this unit deals combat damage to a base, you may give an experience token to this unit. Balin Skull, that was the guy's name that I couldn't remember. So I do have a Balin. And he comes in hidden, and when played, you may use the Force. If you do, that means lose your Force token. Return a non-leader unit that costs 4 or less to the owner's hand. Then the owner may play it for free. So you throw it out of the game and throw it back in, I guess. So it can't, I don't know. I guess it's just, I'm not sure. HK-87 Assassin Droid. When played, deal 2 damage to each ground unit. Wow. So he can basically kill off a bunch of stuff when he dies. That's pretty nasty. So I see people using that one a lot. Malakili. I guess that's the trainer there for the Rancor. The first creature unit you play this phase costs 1 less. If a friendly creature unit would deal damage to a friendly unit, prevent that damage. Okay. Just a generic Jedi Knight. Not many of those. That's my glowy or my shiny. When played, when you have the initiative, deal 2 damage to an enemy ground unit. Okay. Moving along. I don't know what the prices on of some of this stuff is. I don't think I got anything that's really worth anything. Oh, we got a new Ahsoka Tano leader. All right, we got use the Force. That means lose your Force token. Give a friendly unit Sentinel for this phase. And then on the back, she costs 6, and she's a 5/6. On attack, you may give a friendly unit Sentinel. Same thing. And that would be blue. Again, I think the artwork is slightly better in this. Oh, I got another Vulpix. God, I already had him. He's sitting right there. Strangled Cliffs. So another location with 28. And it's create a Force token. I think every single one of the bases on this one create Force tokens. And on the back is what the Force token, that's what the Force token looks like. Like it's just Yoda picking up the X-Wing. They couldn't use something else besides that. Force Slow. Give an exhausted unit -8 for this phase. And it costs 1? What? That's like an insta-kill. It is an insta-kill for anything, including a leader. Wow, for 1? What? Some of these cards are just plain broken. Did they not play test this? Fallen Jedi. He's a black 3/4. Just generic 3/4. Oh, we got Gungans now. We got some Gungan warriors. Shielded and restore 1. I guess they're trying to make the Gungans as good as possible. Following the path. It's a plan. Search the top 8 cards of your deck for up to 2 Force units. Reveal them. It only costs 1, by the way. And put them on top of your deck in any order. That's pretty cheap for that, man. Just saying. I got another Night Sister Warrior. Blue. Jedi Starfighter. On attack, you may deal 1 damage to a space unit. And that's a red. Artwork here is pretty bad. That is a Terrantech. I don't know. 5/5. While an opponent controls a Force unit, this unit gains ambush. Itinerant Warrior. Shielded, and when played, you may use the Force. Lose your Force token. If you do, he'll heal 3 damage from a base. Priestesses of the Force. Not sure I've seen those things before. When played, you may use the Force. That means lose your Force token. If you do, give a shield token to each up to 5 units. Wow. That's pretty nasty. At least it costs 7, though. So, okay, I kind of can excuse it. Sith Legionnaire. Green, 2/2 for 2. 2/2 for 2. When you control another black unit, this unit gains +2. Oh, yeah, you're definitely going to want to surround him with black characters. Ki-Adi-Mundi. And when played, you may use the force and lose your force token. If you do, draw 2 cards. And he's a 4/4 for 4. Not sure why he's red, though. Wow. Vernon Estra Rowe. We should definitely have more. Since it's called Legends of the Force, we should definitely have more Jedis in this one. When played, you may use the Force. If you do, ready this unit. If you can attack twice. And then I got a shiny of this one. All right, moving along. I don't think I got anything that special. Ooh, Grand Inquisitor. Nice. Use your force token. Attack with a friendly unit. The defender gets -2 for this phase. And he's a 5, and it's a 3/5. So he's not that strong. But again, he's subtracting 2 attack, so he can last longer. And he is a gold black. Fortress Vader. Nice. The creative force token. Every single one of these is creative force token. Kawakan Monkey Lizard. Oh, it's supposed to be a Salicius Crumb character, but they gave him a monkey lizard name. Interesting. 2/1 Ambush. Yeah, he didn't last long though. 1 hit and he's gone. And he is just a generic, no color. Jedi Sentinel. Obviously Sentinel. While the Force is with you, that means I guess you have a force token. If the Force is with you, I guess. And it's a 5/4 for 4 with Sentinel. That's pretty good. Blue Squadron Assault Wing. Raid 1. I don't think we had that one before, but all right. That's wow, not a whole lot of these. Whirlwind of Power. I'm not sure you should have put Ray on that one. No. Give a unit -2, -2 this phase. If you control a force unit, give it -3, -3 instead. Okay. Again, that would kill a few things like right off the bat. Just like the -8 attack. You may use the force, lose your force token. If you do, draw 2 cards. If you do not, draw a card. Okay, so if you don't use a force, you get 1 card. That's that one. Knight of Aren, whatever. And he's a 3 for a 4/4. That's pretty good though, even though he's completely generic. I had this one already. Defeat a non-leader unit that costs 2 or less. See, this one costs 3. The other one costs 1. I don't know what that was going on there. All right, that's like my 3rd Acolyte there. Red. This is my 2nd Relic Scavenger. I like him though. And he is green. Oh, I got a Maz. 3/4. When played, you may attack with a force unit. It gains +2/0 this phase. Okay, so you got to play her up when you got something to fight with. Saisi Tun. I'm sure I'm saying that incorrectly. When played, if you have the initiative, deal 1 damage to each of up to 3 units. Nice. Probably can kill off some tokens there. Okay, and then we have a Tomb. So this is a 25. Exhaust a friendly unit, and the force is with you. I think that means it creates a thing as well when it says force is with you. But this one also allows you to exhaust a friendly unit. Oh, you probably remove your force token, and then you can exhaust a unit. Not sure that's worth 5 health on your base, though. Oh my god, they gave me 2 of them in the same pack, back to back. Do I really need 2 of them? No. Dreniger Spawn, Overwhelm. So this is my shiny. Ooh, shiny. When this unit attacks and defeats a unit, give a number of experience tokens to this unit equal to the defeated unit's cost. Wow. Well, that could be pretty strong. It only costs 4. Nasty. Yeah, that's kind of screwed up that they gave me 2 of these things back to back here. Oh, one is like a hyperspace, but still. Well, I got a red Ray leader. If you played a non-unit force card this phase, deal 1 damage to a unit. Okay. You may discard your hand if you do draw 2 cards. I guess that's good if you only have 1 card or 0 cards in your hand. She's a 6/8 for 7. They're really playing up Ray on this one. She's stronger than Anakin. Just say it. Like, there's Anakin. It costs 5 for a 4/6. She's a 6/8. Okay. Oh, it's red. Oh, we got the Crystal Caves again. I already had that one. Pounce. Attack with a creature unit. It gets +4/0 for this attack. Cost of 2. Ravaging Gundark. I don't think I ever knew what a Gundark looked like. I guess that's what it looks like in their mind. I don't think that's what I had in my head. Deal 1 damage to a ground unit, and it's a 5 for the 5/4, and that's a generic. N1 Starfighter, I had this one already. That's a gold. Hyena Bomber. Wow, okay. 3, and it's a 2/2. When played, if you control another red unit, you may deal 2 damage to a ground unit. Hyperspace Wayfarer, so we got a squid there. It's a 4/10 for 6. Wow, a 4/10. That's nasty. That thing's never going away. Looks like a lot of the creatures are in green. Bolstered Entrance. Bolstered Endurance. I can't even read. And then it's an attachment for the 1/3 and attached to a force unit for 1. That's pretty good. Cartel Interceptor. I'm pretty sure we had one of these before. Raid 2. Exegol Patroller. And it has Overwhelm with 3, and it doesn't last long. It's got 1 defense. Cost 2, and he's green. Ooh, we got a Tauntaun. I almost think a Tauntaun should be an attachment. It's a 3/3. You may give a shield token to a damaged non-vehicle unit. Yeah, because I guess you get into his stomach. Got it. 3 lessons. Play a unit from your hand. It gains hidden. I think I had this one already. For this phase, give an experience token and a shield token to it. Flight of the Inquisitor. Why is it a flight? You may return a force unit and a lightsaber upgrade from your discard pile to your hand. Okay. There's the Watto again. He's blue. Sindralig. I'm not sure who that is. You guys ever heard of those guys? When played, you may play a lightsaber upgrade from your hand for free on this unit. If you do ready him. But he does cost 8, so it is that. At least, you're paying for it. Calm of the Storm. Exhaust a friendly unit. This is a force, so it's a shiny force card. Exhaust a friendly unit. If you do, give a shield token and 2 experience tokens to it. Wow. That's nasty. All right, moving right along. I'm sure I'm getting. Oh, we got Supreme Leader Snoke. Snoke. Artwork is horrible on it. Give an experience token to the unit with the most power among friendly black units. And he has cost 6 when you turn him over. And he's a 4/7. So he's not as strong as Rey. Give an experience token. They should have at least made the red Rey the dark Rey. Then I would have bought it. Give an experience token to the unit with the most power among. Okay, it's the same thing. All right. Snoke. So I should turn him over. So I know he's a leader. Shadowed Undercity. When a friendly force unit attacks, create a force unit thing, and it's 28. Again, every single one of these creates force tokens in one way or another. Long Beam Cruiser. I think I had this already. Yeah. Restore 1. Another Tusken Raider, except this one's not shiny. And he eliminates hidden. So there's that. Go into hiding. Choose a unit. It can't be attacked this phase. And that's generic. Banking Clan Shuttle. And it's hidden. Cost 3 with a 3/2. So that is the new thing this turn is hidden. Hidden and force token. Purge Trooper, we had him already. Protect the pod. So we got Space Whales, of course. Why not? A friendly non-vehicle unit deals a damage equal to its remaining HP to an enemy unit. Okay. That's pretty cool. I wish the coloring was a little better on this, but I think the artwork's actually decent on that one. So that's a 4 with a force 4/4. When played, you may use the force, lose your force token. If you do, give a unit -3/-3 this phase. So again, a -3 could kill it before you even attack it. So just saying. But it's only when played. So I guess he just assassinates somebody on the way in. The Jedi in hiding. This is hidden, of course. When defeated, you may use the force, lose your force token. If you do, each opponent discards a card from their hand. Okay. Jedi Consular. It's a generic 1/4. Lose your force token. Play a unit from your hand. It costs 2 less. That's pretty good. And he only costs 2, so you can get guys out pretty quick if you just keep using the force, I guess. We had Maz already. We had Sassiz already. Oh, we got an Aura Singh. I think that's my first Aura Singh. She costs 2. She only attacks for 1, but she's hidden and she's raid 2, so she'll be up to 3/4. I like Aura Singh. Axe Wolves. We have some Mandalorians going on there. We got 2/2 shielded. This unit gains +1/+1 for each upgrade. Yeah, the Mandalorians are good for that, where they keep gaining power the more you put upgrades on them. And I got another Loft Cat, but this one's a shiny. And that's a gold. Again, I don't think I got anything. Like, I haven't gotten they're called, I forgot what they're called here when you get a legendary card. We got a Darth Revan. Woo, we're going into extended universe there. When a friendly unit attacks and defeats a unit, you may exhaust this leader. You may exhaust this leader twice. Okay. You If you do, give an experience token to that friendly unit. Okay. And then he gains Restore 1 as a leader. That's pretty strong. And you may give an experience token to the friendly unit when he defeats somebody. I like him, and he's a black. Oh, we got another. That's my third Starlight Temple, man. Mysterious Hermit with Ambush, but it's only ambushing for 1. So, whatever. Then we got this Ravaging Gundark again. Generic. Banking Clan Shuttle. We've had that one already. We got another Army of the Dead. That one's just nasty. 7 attack. Nasty. Magistrate Scout. Yeah, we're just getting a whole bunch of doubles now. Sorcerer Blast. That one I had in the first pack I opened. Use the Force and deal 3 damage to a unit. Jedi Consular we just had. Graceful Purrgil creature, 2/7 with Sentinel. So that one's good for Sentinel. We just throw that one out there and let it absorb all the damage. Jedi Starfighter, I think that's my third one already. Wow, look at the artwork on that Dooku. I mean, that is awful. I can draw better than that. Hidden, and when played, each friendly unit with Hidden can't be attacked this phase. That's pretty good, though, if you're playing a whole bunch of hidden characters. Then we got a Night Sister Karis. 2 and 4. When defeated, you can use the Force. Again, you lose your Force token. If you do, give a unit -2/-2 this phase. Oh, I got an 8th brother. Cut him into 8s. He's got Ambush for 5/7. That's a good ambush. When you play another unit, you may use the Force, lose your Force token. If you do, give a unit -2/-2 this phase. That's a pretty good one. We got the big wolf guy from the cartoon. When regroup phase starts, give an experience token to each other friendly non-vehicle unit. Yeah, but he's 2 blue, which means you got to pay more for him. So I think he's going to be 6 if you don't have 2 blue. We got the little Jedi Wookiee, and he costs 2, and he's a 2/5. But he's a Force character. That's my shiny. I wonder if they have Hati in here, since they have Bayan in here. Oh my God, Cal Kestis, really? Really? We're going into the video games now? Wow, they're really digging. Lose your Force token. An opponent chooses a ready unit they control and exhaust it. And he costs only 4, and he's a 3/4. He's not that strong. But he gets, I guess, exhausts the unit, I guess. But then again, so does R2-D2 for that matter. So there's that. And I got a Hyperspace Crystal Caves, which I've already have like 2 of these guys. This is my second in the Shadows. Have to do with Hidden. Give an experience token to each 3 friendly units that have Hidden. Again, if you're playing all characters that have Hidden, that's pretty strong. And again, I have no idea what that picture is. What is that in top of that? I know it's a guy with his hand out, but I have no idea what that picture is on top of the box. Look at opponent's hand. Yeah, we already had that. There's the monkey guy, like the Celestius Crumb guy. We had that already. He's that. We had a Praetorian Guard already. And he's green. Oh, we got something new here. Awakened Spectre, 4 for 4/5. And he's a knight and undead, but he's not Force. Jedi Knight. I have a couple of these already. That's red. Hive Defense Wing, Restore 1. Is that an old card? I really have to look to see if they're just throwing out old cards here. And if they're throwing out old cards, they should just make them the higher cost one. Oh, there's a Loth Wolf. That's a new one for me. Sentinel, he's a 3/3, cost 2. With Sentinel, this unit can't attack. Okay, so he just stands there and takes damage. But of course, if you have one of those things where it subtracts 3, he's gone. He's gone in a second anyway. All right, which of the mist is hidden? She's a 1 for 1/3. She'll last a little bit, but she's not doing any damage, not unless you're putting stuff on her. Calm of the Storm. We had that one already. We had this Vinay guy. Again, I don't know what he's from. You may defeat an experience token on a friendly unit, and if you do, you can put it on somebody else. The Father. I am the father of everyone. Use a damn condom. You may deal 1 damage to this unit because, of course, he has 10 defense, so he's lasting for a while. You may deal 1 damage unit. If you do, the force is with you. Okay, so he continually puts out your force token, and he's generic. Okay. Sith Holocron we had already. Virgin's Temple. Again, it's a 25. That's my shiny, by the way. It's a 25 base, which is losing 5 points. It's high. If you control a unit with 4 or more remaining HP, the force is with you. Create a force. I don't think that's worth it. Losing 5 health on your base is a lot. Just to create a force unit, a force token. There's so many other ways to do that. Third sister. She looks like the chick from Obi-Wan. Play a unit from your hand. It gains hidden for this phase. Okay. And the back, she's a 5 and she's a 5/4. The next unit you play gains hidden. Okay. Shadowed Undercity. We had this one already. At least that's a 28. And I think this one creates a force token also. Yeah. I think it does. It says the force is with you. Oh, when a friendly force unit attacks. See, but you're only knocking off 2 points, and at least you're still creating it. Ascension Cable. That's pretty cool. Attachment for a 1+3 defense. Wow. Attached unit gains Saboteur. I like that one. Last words. If a friendly unit was defeated this phase, give 2 experience tokens to a unit. It only costs 2, so that's kind of worth having in your hand. That's a generic, by the way. And 1 Starfighter. I think that's my third one. Another Gungan Warrior. That's my second. Outer Rim Mystic. Costs 3, but it has 6 defense. Only attack for 2, but that's pretty good. Jedi Guardian. While this unit is defending, it gets +2. I'm not sure if we had that one before. A Hyena Bomber. We had that one. That's red. All right, this is a new one for me. A Kadu. Gesundheit. When played, it's a 4 and a 4/4 for green. You may give another friendly unit overwhelm this phase. Okay. Got another Awake Inspectors. And that is blue. Oh, we got a Mace Windu. Nasty. He's a 6/6 for 6 with red. Overwhelm, and when played, you may use the force, lose your force token. If you do, deal 4 damage to a unit. That's nasty. I kind of like the idea of use the force because you can't use some of that stuff because some things force-based continuously. There's that 3 lesson. I think that's my third one. I think this is my third Watto. So that's blue. Time of Crisis. I remember that picture from something, but I'm not sure I had this card already. Each player chooses a unit they control. Deal 3 damage to each unit not chosen this way. What? Each player chooses a unit they control. Deal 3 damage to each unit not chosen this way. Wow. So if you have 5 characters on the board, you choose one, you're doing 3 damage to all the other characters? That seems nasty. Knight of Ren. Not him already. Yeah, I need to get some new types of cards because I'm already up to 3 on a bunch of them. Oh, we got Smokey again. Smokey the Bear. He's green. Oh, we got another Crystal Caves. We got another Tusken Raider. That's my third. Here we go. Consumed by the dark side. Give 2 experience tokens to a unit. Then deal 2 damage to it. Okay. That's a black one. Second Pounce. My second medical frigate, but it's a hyperspace this time. Wampa, which is definitely a repeat for sure. Inquisitor. Oh, that's a good one. Inquisitor's lightsaber. 1+3. Attached unit gains. Doesn't even say a force unit. Attached unit gains while attacking a force unit. This unit gets +2. So that could be a +3/+3 against force units. But you don't have to be a force unit to wield it. Interesting. Another Night Sister Warrior. That is my third. Strike Ship. No. Here. Raid 3, because anyway, starts out with a 0 attack. And Overwhelm. Hyperspace Wayfarer. We had one of those already. The Star Compass. We had that already. Blockade Runner, which I think is a repeat from another thing. Flight of the Inquisitor. We had that. The Purrgil King. Not just the Purrgil. We got the Purrgil King. 4 and 12. Oh, my God. And Restore 4. Wow. Restore 4? It's going to take you 3 turns just to kill it. So you could be in really bad problem at the end of that game. Draw a card for each friendly unit with 7 or more remaining HP. Well, there wouldn't be many of those. Gifted Urchin. It's from the end of the movie there. On Last Jedi or whatever. 1, 4, and 2. And that is a generic. All right. Moving right along. It's going to go faster now because everything's going to be repeats. Ooh, I got a Kit Fisto. That's pretty good. If you attacked with a Jedi unit this phase, deal 2 damage to a unit. Wow. But it does cost 1 to do that. And you get Saboteur on the other side. This unit gains +1 for each other friendly Jedi unit. And that is a 1/6. He doesn't attack for much, does he? You're going to have to give him a lightsaber. And he's red. Fortress Vader, we had that already. J-type Nubian Starship. That's a new one for me. 2/4. When played, draw a card. When defeated, discard a card from your hand. Oh, that's interesting. Medical. This is my third medical. Charging. I think that's like my fourth one. The Sand Trooper Cavalry. I've had that one already. 2/6. Black. Trident Assault Ship. That's a new one. Overwhelm. 6/6 for 6. Straight across the board. Padawan Starfighter. I know that's a duplicate from another series, another set. There's that probe droid again, which is red. We got the Praetorian Guard again, which is a green. Guardian of the Wells. I know that's a repeat also. We got another Mace Windu. Oh, that's pretty good. I got 2 of them now. That's red. Got another Dooku also. Lightsaber throw. Okay. Now we're talking. Discard a lightsaber card from your hand. If you do, deal 4 damage to a ground unit and draw a card. But you're giving up your lightsaber. Ooh. But I guess if you got to get rid of something like a space whale. I don't know. I got another Tomb of Alarm. That's my 3rd one. Another Jedi Guardian. All right, moving along. It should come back to you, right? You know what? They should have done that where you gave up your Force token. If you give your Force token back, then it should come back to you. That's how I see it. Somebody wasn't thinking across the board. There's that chick again. 3rd sister. Got one of her already. The Holy City. That one's new for me. 28. And the Force is with you. Create a Force token. Yeah. So use your Force. Use the Force. Loses your token. The Force is with you. Gains your token. That's what they're using. Got another Lothcat. Got another Fallen Jedi. The Will of the Force. I had this already. Return a non-leader unit to its owner's hand. You may use the Force. Use your Force token. If you do, that player discards a random card from their hand. Okay. We got this other monkey guy again. Got another Knight of Ren again. Got another Padawan thing again. It's like my 10th one. Thralls of the Coven. Raid 3. So he'll be doing 6 damage. And he's got a 7 defense for 5. That's pretty good. We got another Relic Scavenger. Another Supremacy tie. Jocasta New. That one's new for me. She's like the one that has the library. Well, she's a 3 for a 3/4. You may play a friendly upgrade on a friendly unit. Or you may attach a friendly upgrade on a friendly unit to a different eligible unit. So she allows you to move units around, but only when played. Okay. Heavy Missile Gunship. Deal 2 damage to a ground unit. Oh, so you can exhaust it to hit the ground. Nice. Stinger Mantis. I had this already. When played, you may deal 2 damage. Liberated by Darkness. That's a new one for me. Use the Force. Lose your Force token. If you do, take control of a non-leader unit. At the start of the regroup phase, its owner takes control of it. Cool. That's cost 5, but at the end of the game, they may have a big unit that you can take control of. So that's a gamble. I wouldn't put too many of those cards in your hand though. And then we had this one already, but now it's got a shiny. Whirlwind of Power. Again, why they use Ray on this, I don't know. Give a unit -2/-2 this phase. If you control a Force unit, give it -3. Again, that could kill almost anything, except for the big units, and it only costs 3. So you can literally wipe something out with this card. All right, getting down to nitty gritty, but I didn't get any big cards, I don't think. Well, none of any of the legendary stuff. There's another Ahsoka, but I had her already. I do like the artwork on this one, though. And that's a blue. Night Sister Lair, we had that already. Gifted Urchin, we got that already, but that was a shiny. Adept of Anger, that one's new for me. It's a 1/3 for 1. Use the Force, exhaust a unit. Refugee of the Path. 0/3. When played, you may give a shield token to a unit with Sentinel. Wow, that is extremely specific. There's that Drain Essence one. This is my 2nd one of that. Deal 2 damage to a unit, and the Force is with you. Create a Force token. So if you don't have a location that gives you force tokens, it might be good to have a few of those in there. Jedi in hiding, hidden, and you may use the force. If you do, each opponent discards a card from their hand. It should give somebody hidden. Following the path, we had this already. The cost. This is the one I was making fun of before. It cost only one, but you can search the top 8 cards of your deck for 2 force units and put them on top. Cure wounds, heal 6. I think that's a little much for 1. Knight's Saber, that's a new one for me. An attachment with a +3/+2. Woo! Attached to a Jedi non-vehicle unit. That's specific, but man, jumping attack up to 3 and jumping your defense up by 2 is pretty strong for 2. Protect the pod. I had this one already. A friendly non-unit deals damage equal to its remaining HP. This one's new. Depa Balaba. That's pretty good. 5/7 for 6 with ambush and saboteur, and it's a Jedi. Okay, this one's new too. Nameless Terror. That's somebody who's writing this is a little lazy. He's like, I'll just call it Nameless. When played, you may exhaust a force unit, and on attack, each enemy unit loses the force trait for this phase. Okay. Quinlan Voss. That's a new one for me as well. 4 for 4/5 on attack. If this unit has 6 or more power, you may deal 2 damage to an enemy base. So I guess you'd have to put in a lightsaber on it or whatever else to give it more strength. The Legacy Run. There's that one. I don't know. When defeated, deal 6 damage divided as you choose among enemy units. Interesting. Oh, it's a vehicle. And another Anakin for 1/1/1. Another, and then the same one as shiny. All right, we're getting to the bottom of the box here. Still haven't got anything really good yet. You guys tell me if I got anything. Oh man, I got her again. Come on. Come on. Got another Fortress Vader. Nihil Marauder. Everything's duplicated now. Charging Pallet. We got him already. Got another Padawan Starfighter. My God. Witch of the Mist. I think that's my second one. Paladin Training Corvette. Okay, this is new. When played, you may give an experience token to each up to 3 force units. 5 for 3/5. That's another Purrgil with Sentinel. Got another Night Saber. The good thing about some of these sabers is that it's not specific, so you can have 3 of them in your hand. You can also have 3 of them out on the board. Another Trident assault ship. We got one of those already. Ooh, I got an Ezra Bridger. Look at that. He's kind of generic as far as the card is concerned. 3, 5, and 3. Wow, 5 defense for 3. That's pretty good. On attack, you may give an experience token to another creature or Spectre unit. That's pretty good. And so I got a few extra ones here. Directed by the Force. The Force is with you. Create a Force token. You may play a unit from your hand paying its cost. It only costs 1. That's pretty good. And I got the little Wookiee guy again for green. This is a T6 shuttle 1974. Is that a year? Should have made it 1977 at least. When the unit is attacked, before damage is dealt, you may give an experience token to this unit. Okay. Kit Fisto's Anther Sprite. That's a new one for me. And it's a shiny. Woo! It's a Saboteur, and when played, you may defeat any number of upgrades on a unit. Just says any unit too. It doesn't even say space unit. That's pretty nasty. Is there a Kit Fisto pilot? I don't know. I got another Obi-Wan leader. We got him already. Another Starlight Temple. Jesus. Stormtrooper Cavalry. Got another black. What I might do is take these out of here. Those are the remaining ones. Another tip to scale. I think that's my third one. Another go into hiding. That's generic. Another Jedi Sentinel. Like that one. I think that's my second. Heirloom lightsaber, a +2/+2. Like that one too. Another Ravenous Rathar there. That thing's just nasty. Outer Rim Mystic. We had him already. Secretive Sage. We had him already. Do or do not. That's a new one for me. Do or do not. It's red. You may use your Force token. If you do, draw 2 cards. If you do not draw... Oh, I did have this one. And draw a card. Yes, I did have that one already. Infused Brawler. That's a new one. When played, you may use the Force. If you do, give 2 experience tokens to this unit. That would make it a 4/4. When this unit completes an attack, defeat an experience token on it. Okay, so he uses up his experience tokens. Force Illusion. Okay, we're going to Last Jedi there. Exhaust an enemy unit. A friendly unit gains Sentinel for this phase. Okay. Well, this one's new too. What the hell is that? That artwork is horrible and it looks extreme. Like something out of Disney there. I don't know what's going on. 5 and a 5/5. When played and when defeated, you may use the Force. If you do, search the top 5 cards of your deck for a Force unit, reveal it, and draw it. Wow, that artwork is horrible. Heavy Blaster Cannon. Attachment, like it. +2/+2. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. When played, you may deal 1 damage to a ground unit, then deal 1 damage to the same unit, then deal 1 damage to the same unit. Wow. So you're doing 3 damage to it, and if it's got shields, you're knocking that shield off and damaging it. That's crazy talk. That's awesome. That's a shield killer right there. Jedi Temple Guards. I had him already. I got to get another one of these for sure. Especially if you're playing a Mandalorian stuff. People who shield up. Got another Snoke. Don't give a shit about Snoke. Jedi Temple. We had that. Did we have that already? Yeah, I think we did. When a friendly Force unit attacks, create a Force token. Disturbance in the Force. I think we had this already too. A friendly unit left play this phase. The Force is with you. Create a Force token. And you may give a shield token to it, to a unit. In the Shadows, we had that. I think that's my third one there. Sorcerers of Tund, we had that already. It's worse. Defeat a non-leader unit for 7. That's nasty. Loth Wolf, that's my second one. That's the one that only has Sentinel and can't attack. Unleash Rage, that's a new one. Use the Force. If you do, give a friendly unit +3/0 for this phase. And it only costs 1. It's worth having in your deck. I think that's my third one for that. I hate the artwork on that. Got another Tauntaun. Again, I think this should have been an attachment. It's a creature. When defeated, you may give a shield token to a damaged non-leader unit because you're going into its tummy. Cartel Interceptor. I'm not sure if that's an old card. Raid 2. Oh, this is a new one. Caretaker Matron. I think this is from Last Jedi. If you played a Force card this phase, the draw card. But it's only there to draw cards because it doesn't attack at all. Impossible Escape. Another new one. You may exhaust a friendly unit or use the force. If you do, either exhaust an enemy unit and draw a card. Huh? If you do, exhaust enemy unit and draw a card. Okay. Oh, that's from the new show. That guy. What the hell's the name of the show? That was a tip of my tongue. On attack, search the top 5 cards of your deck for an item upgrade. Yeah, reveal it and draw it. Andor. God, why couldn't I think of that? Deceptive Shade. That's a new one. I didn't watch Andor, by the way. The next unit you play this phase gains Ambush. Going really into the horror there, isn't it? And then Witch of the Mist we had. I think that's my third. All right, we're down to the last 5 packs. I did not get a legendary or whatever you'd call the shinies. Oh, we got another Inquisitor. We got him already. Strangled Cliffs. We got that already. J-Top. This is the one that allows you to draw a card, but then you have a discarded card when it gets destroyed. Blue Squadron Assault Wing. We got that already. Force Slow. This is the, give an exhausted unit -6. So no matter what you attack, it ain't hitting you back. We got a Hyperspace Protect the Pod. I guess my third. Not Hyperspace, but that card. Exegol Patroller with Overwhelm, 3/1. Doesn't last very long. We got done with those already. Grappling Guardian. That's a new one. When played, you may defeat a space unit with 6 or less remaining HP. Oh, I do have this one already. Huh. Thralls of the Coven. We had that already. Then we got the Ewoks already. Green. Then we got the Assassin. I like this one because he basically can kill something as soon as he gets played. Accelerator Assault Ship. I think that one's new too. You may give another unit +5/+5 for this phase on every attack. Yeah, but it costs 9 unless you're using 2 green. So that's not coming out anytime soon. Savage. Low press. That's my first one there. My God, a 9/6 for 6. What the? Overwhelm. And when played, when defeated, you may use the force. If you don't, deal 9. Wait. You may use the force. What? If you don't, deal 9 damage to your base. It says your base. Okay. I was like, if you don't use it, you're dealing 9 damage to somebody else's base. Wow. Okay. So you better have, when he gets killed, you better have your force token in play, or else you're getting major damage. Well, we got a Plo Koon. That's a new one for me. While the force is with you, this unit gains grit. Plo Koon. We got the Father. Another Corrupted Lightsaber. That's good. If attached to a force unit, it gains on attack. The defender gets -2. I like having lightsabers. I like having attachments in general. All right, we're down to, this is 4. Ooh. This is from that other, what's the name of the book series? High Republic or whatever. Avar Kriss. The force is with you. Create a force token. Okay. And on the back, she is a 9. Holy cow. You ain't getting her out anytime soon. But she has a defense of 10 and only an attack of 4. But while the force is with you, this unit gets +4/+4 and overwhelm. So she becomes an 8/10. I think they overpowered that one greatly. Shadowed Undercity, we had that one already. It's blue. Curious Flock, we got some more porgs going on. When played, pay up to 6 for each resource paid this way. Give an experience token to a unit, and it only costs 1. But you have to use it when played, and you're not going to have 6 unless you're playing at the end of the game. Okay. Got another Corrupted Lightsaber. We just had that. Forged Starfighter. That's my first on that one. Hidden and Raid 1. So attacks for 2 for 1. That's pretty good. So this isn't not going to last long. Okay, Mysterious Hermit with Ambush, but again, it's only ambushing for 1. I think I made fun of that one before. Damn, the artwork is so bad on that. How did they hire these? Some of the artwork's good and some of it's just horrible. Hidden for 2, cost of 3. Paladin Training Corvette, we had that one already. Bolstered Endurance, we had that one already. That's probably my 4th Jedi Knight. Hive Defense Wing, which I really think we had that one before. Another set. Oh, I got BD1. That's my first one with that. Hidden, and when played, choose another friendly unit. While this unit is in play, the chosen unit gains +1 and Saboteur. Cool. All right, I got another witch called Merrin. That's the first one for me, too. You may discard a card from your hand. If you do, deal 2 damage to a unit. That might be worth it. Force Speed. Wow, I got some new stuff across the board here. Attack with unit. It only costs 1, but it has 2 gold, so it's going to cost 3. Attack with a unit. For this attack, it gains on attack, return any number of non-unique upgrades attached to the defender to its owner's hands. Okay. And then we got this dude, which I think is from Ahsoka. Captain Enoch. This unit gains +1 for each trooper unit in your discard pile. Okay. Make people kill off your troopers. And then we got this Savage Opress again that deals 9 damage to your base if he dies when you don't have the Force. And that's red. Last 3, guys. Last 3. Still didn't get anything awesome. I may, but I don't really know what anything costs. But I'm looking for at least give me one of the big guys. Oh man, it's my 3rd one for this one. My 18th Starfighter, Starlight Temple. 2nd Porg. My pile's coming apart here. Okay. Oh, I got a Youngling Padawan. That's my first. The Force is with you. Create a Force token when played. Medical Frigate. That's like my 6th one there. N1 Starfighter. A bunch of those. Inherent Warrior. That's my 2nd. Probe Droid there. That's my 3rd. Jedi Temple Guard. I think that's my 4th. Whirlwind of Power. That's definitely at least my 3rd. Hunting Nexu, which is definitely from another set. I probably have 10 million of those. Sorisu Stance. That's my 1st. That's the 1st for that one. Play a Force unit from your hand and give a shield token to it. Okay. Cost 1. Lor San Tekka. No clue. I have no clue who that guy is. It's cost 2, and it's a 3/2. You may give an experience token to a unique unit. Okay. And then I got another Kylo Ren, but this time he is a hyperspace. Mythosaur. Got a Mythosaur with a defense of 10. Cost 9. And it comes in shielded. Oh my god. And he does 10 damage. Wow. Friendly upgraded units can't be exhausted or returned to hand by an enemy card abilities. Friendly leaders gain the Mandalorian trait. Okay. And then this one's definitely from another unit, another set as well. They probably did that because I just got that. I think that one's probably worth something. Ooh, I got a Kylo Ren leader. That's a first. And discard a card from your hand. If you discarded an upgrade this way, draw a card. Okay. And he's a 7 with a 5/5, and he's Sentinel. And when he's deployed, pay any number of upgrades from your discard pile on this unit. Ew. So on this side, he's building up your discard pile with upgrades. And when you deploy him, he gets all those upgrades back. Wow. That's nasty. I like it. Night Sister Lair, we had that already. The Vulpex, we had that already. Life Wind Sage. That's a new one. While an enemy unit is exhausted, this unit gains Raid 2. Any unit is exhausted as an enemy unit? That happens probably quite often. So it'll probably be a 5/5. We got another Gifted Urchin. Got another Praetorian Guard. Got another one of these guys. Another Strike Ship. Another Minoc. Another Magistrate Scout. My third Sorceress Blast. Battle Fury. I like this one, though. I'm glad I got a second one of this, where it gives you 3/3. Jedi Vector. That's a new one. 1/3. This unit gains +1 if you control another Jedi unit, and +1 if you control a lightsaber upgrade. So that could be a 3/3 pretty quick. Got another Depa Babu, however you say her last name. Ambush and Saboteur. I like her too. Pong Krell. That's a new one for me too. Grit, and because he has 9 defense. When this unit completes an attack and survives, you may defeat a unit with less remaining HP than this unit's power. Huh. Interesting. And then a Long Beam Cruiser. We had that one already. All right, guys, last pay. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. But then again, that's my luck. I never get those special cards. Another Cal Kestis leader. Another Holy City. Another Adept of Anger. But again, that's only my second one, so I'm glad I got that. Forged Starfighter. I think that's my second one of that. Disturbance in the Force. I think that's my third. Last Words. I think that's my second. Point Rain Reclaimer. I think that's my first one of that. If you control a Jedi unit, you may give an experience token to this unit. Okay. And he's green. Crushing Blow. I think that's my third. Attuned Phrynock. I think that's my second. Yeah, because he only has 1 defense. I remember making fun of that before. He's not going to last long. Overpower. Give a unit +3/+3. I think I had this one already. And Overwhelm. Yep. Pretty sure I had that one already. Jedi Guardian. I think that's my fourth one. Shatterpoint. Yeah, this is my second. This is my third little Wookiee guy. Oh, I got something new. Wow, that artwork is horrible. I didn't even realize that was Asajj Ventress. Man. If I don't hire, I mean, I hire artists myself when I do my comics and my games and stuff like that, and I would never hire this person. Give another friendly force unit +2 for this phase when played and on attack. And I like Asajj Ventress. Ooh, I got a Yoda. Yoda. When played, you may use the force. If you do deal 5 damage to heal 5 damage from a base, you may deal damage to a unit equal to twice the number of units you control every time you use the force. Youch. But he does cost 8. But he is going to stay around for a while because he does have 9 defense. So he's not easy to kill. And yep, impossible escape. So I did not get any of the legendary or whatever you call them, but I think I got some decent stuff. Overall, I kind of like the new mechanism of the force unit or the force token, and I think I got some good stuff here. Let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching, guys. I greatly appreciate it. I will see you guys on the next one. Remember, Fairy Tales of Terror is on Kickstarter right now. If you want to check it out on Kickstarter, we only have the pre-launch page up right now. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. All right. Bye.